Okay, I'm going to use this stencil with this sponge roller. I've had these for a few years and haven't used them, but here's a great use of them. First I'm going to make sure it's really dry. I just washed it. And then put some black paint out on my palette. Roll that out with this sponge roller. And then you can see I've done this already with this stencil. This one is designed by Daniela Wolf, whom I know and admire. There, I'm just doing a sort of even application. And this is just cheap drawing paper that I'm working on. I'm creating some black and white papers for collage. So, okay, let's see what that looks like. Perfect. And then I'm going to put down a fresh sheet of paper, the used stencil with wet paint on it, another sheet of paper, okay, so this should get some paint on it. And then even this paper underneath gets a little kind of linear design. So I do a few of those while this roller is full of paint. You can see it sort of absorbs the paint. And then before cleaning the roller, I'm going to just do a whole black sheet of paper to use up all that paint. So now I've got this really evenly painted black sheet of paper, and I'm going to take another stencil. This one is designed by Mary Beth Shaw. And I'm going to do the same thing with white paint. So for both the black and white, I'm using Blick matte acrylics in the 8-ounce bottle. They're really nicely opaque, and they dry nice and flat. If that matters to you, that doesn't really matter to me, because I usually finish pieces with either just a coat of matte medium or a satin varnish or something, so that they have an even sheen. But if you want a nice matte surface, these paints do it. Okay, where's my stencil? It's white on white. How can I see it? Alright, I think this is it. Yeah, looks like it. Okay. Now if you're using a white that isn't as opaque as this, it's going to have a little different effect. So try it with whatever white you have. This paint sponge roller applies a really nice even coat without gloppiness. So, and it goes on fairly quickly. Okay, let's see how that works. Pretty neat, huh? White on black. And so like the last one, I'm going to put a fresh sheet of drawing paper, and put the stencil down, paint side up. Hope it doesn't stick. It will stick if you do that for too long. Okay. And now you can't see this on the video, but there is a little layer of the white paint in the pattern of the stencil. Okay, I don't know what is going to happen here, but this is the white on white of this stencil. So I'm getting my sponge roller kind of wet. And I'm going to put a little bit of high flow black acrylic. This is from Golden. try to get kind of a wash. See what happens. Oh yeah. Okay, so that white, as I was sort of hoping, is acting as a resist. You're getting kind of a gray on gray. And while I have the white paint out, this is the piece that has the sort of ghost print of the first stencil I used. And I'm using the white paint to sort of tone that down a little bit. I mean, it's already sort of toned down, but I'm going to give it a little bit more veiling. And at the same time, I'm cleaning the roller. So this you can get fairly nuanced with. I can leave some of it completely unveiled. I can veil some of it slightly, and I can just keep applying veils of paint to get it more opaque, so I get a nice range.